What's up everyone, it's Adam from Life of Adam. Came back with a brand new lifeguarding video. In today's video, I'm going to be giving a breakdown on the very first lifeguard swim test that you will see in the lifeguarding course. So if you're someone who's new or someone who's getting recertified, this is a great video for you. Now, the first lifeguard test is a lap swim and it's a tread water combined. I'm going to show you guys exactly what the pre-test will look like. So on the first day of the lifeguarding course, this is the first thing that you will do in the pool. And the good thing about this is goggles are allowed for this test because it's really lap swimming. Now, this is called a swim, tread, swim. And the reason why it's called a swim, tread, swim is exactly how it sounds. You're gonna start off by starting with your lap swim. You're gonna stop what you're doing and you're gonna tread water. And then you're gonna finish off with more swimming. And that will conclude the pre-test. And I'll break down the distances and what you're allowed to do, what you're not allowed to do very shortly. So the first step in this whole thing is they're going to require you to jump into the water, become fully submerged, and then resurface yourself. So this, let's say this is the pool. You're going to start out of the water at the 0 meter mark. You're going to jump in. Let's say you go underwater a little bit. You come back to the surface, and then this is you. You're ready to swim. You're still in the water. That's you ready to swim, and you're going to start the lap swim. So step one is you're going to have to enter. Step two, you're going to have to swim 150 yards. And it depends on obviously the pool that you're in. Some pools will be shorter distance, so you're going to have to do more turns back and forth, which honestly is a little easier because you can keep pushing off the wall. Other pools are going to be like more towards Olympic style pools that are a lot longer in length. So it's really just going to be like one long length that you're going to have to swim. But regardless, in this 150 yards, you're allowed to do front crawl and breaststroke, or a combination of both. I highly recommend you do breaststroke. Why? Because it's a better endurance stroke. It's slower, it's more controlled. This portion right here isn't timed. So you don't need to worry about being the slowest in your class or not being the first and comparing yourself to other people. Just focus on your technique. So I highly recommend that you do breaststroke, but if you're more comfortable with front crawl, by all means do that. So let's say this is us, we're on step two. We're right here. We're swimming, we're getting a good rhythm. We're not trying to compare ourselves to other people and try to keep up and get tired. You really got to make sure you're going at your own pace here and practice before you do this so that you know what it feels like. You're swimming all the way to the 150 yard mark. And this will be the beginning of step three. In step three, you're going to stop what you're doing and you're going to begin the treading portion of the test. Now, the treading portion, most people think it's the hardest portion. Why? Because you're actually not allowed to use your hands. And this portion is timed for 2 minutes long. So your instructor is going to be on the side of the pool, outside of the pool, with like a little watch that's going to be timing you for 2 minutes. Do not stop treading until your instructor clearly says either stop, you're good, or you finished. Their instructor's gonna say one of those two things. Just make sure you understand your instructor and don't touch the wall, don't touch the bottom of the pool until they say that you're done. So this will be for 2 minutes. And my tips here is I highly recommend you learn the egg beater kick for the no hand tread. The reason why you're not using your hands when treading water is because when you are a lifeguard and you're making saves, you have to make saves with other people involved. And you're not just supporting yourself, you're going into water and you're picking up someone who needs your help. So you have to make sure that your lower half is in sync, it's in rhythm, and it's pushing the water beneath you. And you're able to do this with a complete balance and that you're stabilizing yourself. This is something I highly recommend you practice, but my favorite kicks for this are the egg beater kick, which I will link videos in the description of me in the pool showing you how to do this. This is by far the best one because if you can do this, it feels like you're kind of riding a bicycle. It's very sustainable. It's very natural. Number two, I would do the breaststroke kick or the frog kick. And this is good because you're still kind of making circles with your legs and it's a low risk of foot cramp. And then the very last one I would do is the flutter kick where you're kind of kicking your feet like this. And this is a very tiring kick. It's good for like short instances, but for the 2 minutes, it's going to feel like forever. So just make sure that you experiment with these kicks, go into a pool and practice, watch my videos. And then once you get this down, you should be completely fine. And so this is us right here. We're doing the 2 minute tread. let's say the 2 minutes go by, we're done with this step, we can move on to step number 4. And step number 4, which is the easiest one, but it may be tricky because we may be tired at this point, is to continue to swim or to swim another 50 yards. This is the finish line right here. So 50 yards is really not long. You can go back to the breaststroke. You can go back to the front crawl. It's one of those 2 strokes. Again, highly recommend breaststroke. And it's just a matter of you finishing, finding the endurance, the stamina, and being able to just get there at a good pace. And then that's it. You completed. It's good because it's a 2-for-1. It used to be 2 separate tests. It used to be just 300 yards of swimming. And then the second test is 2 minutes of treading without any hands. So there's less overall swimming as it's only 200 yards now. But the problem is you're going to have to tread water in between. And this is definitely the part that most people have the hardest time with. But I highly recommend that if you can do this on your own, you'll be completely fine for the pretest, and I guarantee you will pass on your first try. So I hope you found this video helpful. Comment down below if you have any questions, like and subscribe for more content like this, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks so much.